Alright, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to, the morning drawings. So today we're gonna be fixing this bad boy up. As you probably already know, it has been some long time before I actually started this again, but I finally, I'm back in business because holy shit, I felt like a fucking train wreck. Jeez Louise, it's annoying. So yeah, today we're gonna be fixing the parts up that are not yet done, so those needs to be fixed. Hopefully, we are able to do that easily. So, let's see. First things first, we actually need to grab this tool right over here, making sure that that is that. Yes. This is the color, right? Yes, this is the color. Alright, so it should be then there, and then I need to put the fix off. Yes, layer style, color overlay gone. Thank you. Now I can see stuff, and now I can work on it. So the idea is that we fill up the gaps that we left behind, hopefully. Oh, there you go. Looks like I forgot some stuff here and there. Oh well, gonna be fixing that. Alright, so then we need to first get the line artwork done. Let's see which one that is. No. Yes. So this one. Alright, cool. Thank you so much about that. Gonna go back to tree because that's what I currently remembered anyway. So yeah, gonna be working an hour on this, and then hopefully, after that, we'll be all done. But yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a difficult one to do because we need to add some more color to this bad boy right over here. Because apparently, this part right here had some issues with the drawing part. So we're gonna be adding some stuff here and there. So yeah, switching back to the color we want, not this one. We want to have the thick brush. Then we actually want to make sure that we have the darker colors as well. So we're gonna pick them up. Much better. Let's take a look at this. Almost. We need to add some more drawing part to it. There you go. Maybe removing this would actually be better. Yeah, it would be. Could remove also this part right here. Yeah, that makes it way better. But then I need to add some more coloration issues to it. This is all about making sure that the drawing looks alright. There you go. Alright, now that is fixed, now we need to take a look at some other parts, because we need to fix this part here. And apparently there is some parts here left behind. No, that is not. It's just, you know, the drawing part. Alright, let's see. Yes, that is the part that we need to fix. So, no. Yes. There you go. Oh. Of course I need to erase, not blend. Stupid. Alright. Then go back here. Now it should be fine, right? Yes. It's all fine now. Alright, cool. Now we've done that, we can now focus back into the game what we want. Because now it is not, now there is no white dots in the middle of this drawing, which annoyed me so much. Now we actually need to figure out how we're gonna do the skin part. So we have the skin right here, so we need to put the skin, where should we need to put the skin? The skin is on this spot, right? Yes. Skin is on this one. Alright. So it needs to be underneath, it needs to be above, it needs to be underneath the color right here. Yes. Alright. First we're going to use the dark color, then we're going to use the light color. And wait a minute. Because we have this, we need to make sure that we have also the color back set in. Yes, color back set in, nice. Alright. Now we need to actually move this outwards. Because this is it. This is. Yes, this needs to be out of the map, so we need to make a new map here. I knew that I made some mistakes here that I need to make sure that I fix. Alright. Wait a minute. Alright, cool. There you go. So now we're gonna first pick up the color that we need. And is this color right here. Where is it? There you go. Pick that up. Go back here. Set the brush size to normal size so we can start on drawing. Now I also don't have to be afraid of, you know, underneath drawings. I just need to make sure that, you know, once we're done with this, that we then actually remove the sketch parts right here. But for the rest, it looks nice. And hopefully, you know, this skin will actually work well. Luckily, we don't need to do a lot, so that's good. Alright. Now we've done that, we can now safely assume that we have done the first part here. And now we need a second color, which is the lighter color, which then needs to be on top of the dark color. So we also need to lower the size, I believe. Yes. So we need to lighten it up like so. Right. that. No. Let's do yellow. This one, I believe, is the right one. Cool. Yes. This is the right color that I need to light things up. Nice. Alright. Now let's see how this is going to be working out. And then we're gonna use the blur blush to get nice smooth transitions between them. And then we have a nice little skin that we can work around with. Like this glimmering skin of the skills, you know, shining in the light. That is the effect of it. That, well, is created by it. Alright. Nice. That looks nice. That looks great. So we have done that, we have done the skin here, and now we only need to add this part right here, and then it should be fine. And then we can start with the design of the hand right here. That needs to be perfected. That's doable enough, I assume. Are we gonna put it into one map? Yeah, we're gonna put it into one map. We're gonna put it here because after all it is close connected. So switch back to black, and then we're gonna start drawing the texture on it. It is gonna be difficult though because textures are indeed a very nasty little complex to work around with. I need to see which kind of texture I want on this. So I want to have like a nice little effect. So I want to have like a bubbling effect. So I want to have like this, and then bigger, bigger, tinier, tinier, tinier. And then again, same again. Tiny, big, big, tinier, tinier, tinier. So that I have this little rounding effect on the part of the muscles. Of course, that's the idea. We just need to figure out like what kind of how do you say that? What kind of texture do I need to use for it? Because I know that texture is important, so therefore we need to figure out like which kind of texture do we want, because we cannot go all the way down. So do I want to go for a tiny approach, like going for tiny skills and then add some bigger skills on top and then like this? I think that is the way to do it. Also, I need to make sure that I have the feeling right. I need to make sure that I have this underneath the color. So this needs to be underneath it, so that this is the lowest part of the headpiece, of course. But yeah, most of this is actually just drawing tiny little things and making sure that you have the texture correctly done. 50 minutes in already. All right, and then I think once we're finished with this, we are 1 hour in, and then I need to call it quits. I'm so sorry about that, but it is important for me to make sure that I have my schedule correct. The schedule for today is, doing daily walks, doing less sitting behavior. Apparently, I'm not supposed to do one single move, that is, sitting on my ass doing nothing. And so yeah, I need to make sure that I stand and lay down more. So gonna do that more. Gonna do more walks, gonna do more standing, gonna do more laying down. Reduce the amount of sitting so that uh, so that my body can relax and have less muscle problems. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, obviously, I actually slept well tonight, or yesterday night. Yeah. It's a good time, a good thing to have, being able to sleep well. Because holy hell, that is a very nasty thing to not have good sleep. Don't wish it on. I don't wish it on anybody. So yeah, the texture is different than the texture on this side. So that's important. The texture is different from this side, yes, because this is like a bulge coming up upwards, and that makes everything a lot more fun. Also, by the way, did you guys know that actually my mom actually bought herself two birds? So, and we gave them names. uh, so one is blue, and the other one is green. So we named the green one Harry, and the blue one we named Larry. So you have Harry and Larry, and then you get the deal. We now have a Larry now in our house. Oh, oh, oh. And he keeps on talking about things with Harry, probably plotting a revenge plot or something. I don't know. They're probably talking about business, setting up a tea business. I don't know. No, no, no. Wait, better. A seed business, because they're birds. Oh well. So yeah, let's see what we're gonna be doing now. I'm literally listening to my mom conversation with the woman that is gonna be taking care of our householding. She's talking about how our bird was alone, and that's why we need to make sure that the bird gets a friend, and so he gets Larry. Do 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 do, and then you're gonna have this great story about Larry who saves Harry from friendlessness. So yeah, awesome story. And yeah, uh, it's quite fun to listen into other people's conversation. It is one of my greatest things I can do. I hear everything because I always have my door open. Ah, yes. That also works on the train if I ever want to go on a train again. I need to wait. Apparently now, finally, the vaccinations are in place in one of our major provinces. So in one of our major provinces, we finally have the vaccination process. Ugh. Now we only need to wait. Only till August or something before, the common people will get it. Well, not the common people, I mean the farm people. Because, it's the major cities first and then, generally it goes then from major cities to small cities and then to towns and then to villages. So hopefully, in August it will be all there. Also, if you didn't notice, in this April, the it's actually quite cold. It actually is only 1 degree outside at night, which is actually quite surprising since it is actually spring, so it should be right about 20 degrees outside, but it is not. It is definitely not 20 degrees. The maximum degrees outside was 11 Celsius. So, ugh, I was quite surprised on that. That was actually so cold. I didn't know that it could be so cold at these times of years. But it doesn't matter because it is at least sunny, so it means that the sun is hot, and that means that I can just do my daily walks anyway, which is good because I really need to do them. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and doing these drawings is also very important for me because it creates the learning curve or whatever it's called, the improvement curve, and not being able to work on this was actually a very sad thing to do. I was like really bummed out because of it. I was like, I really want to draw this, and then I could not draw it because my stomach was so upset that it was like, oh, don't mind if I do, and then even things got even worse. My I got short of breath and all that stuff, and I was like, excuse me, but this is not good. And then I kind of tried to fix it, and yeah, I did. Medicines, ugh, thank God for those things. They saved me a lot of problems. Anyway, so I'm working on this, and hopefully, this will work all fine. So the main issue with these skills is that they are really hard to draw because you require certain motion, you need to require certain texture that you're trying to acquire, and sometimes you get it right, sometimes you don't get it right, and then it sometimes feels off. That's why I'm trying to do it. I try to do it correctly, but damn, it's hard. I'm also thinking I'm gonna make chocolate today. I think I will melt down some chocolate and then put it into a baking form. So probably gonna buy some baking forms at a nearby shop at ours and make myself some chocolate cookies or something like that. No, not chocolate cookies. Chocolate figurines. Yes, better word. Cookies is good, but figurines are better. How long? Well, we're almost there. We're halfway there. That's good. I mean, it's a lot of work, but it is good enough. I think tomorrow it's gonna be even worse because then we need to figure out then we need to color it and then we're gonna go to the hand, which is gonna be like a lot of drawing, and I don't think I will be able to get that done in one go, especially if I only have 1 hour 1 hour instead of two. since I need to reduce the amount of sitting I need to do a day. I also need to reduce the amount of gaming I need to do a day. So it's a sad thing to do. It's a sad thing. Or, I could live with a very short breath and not be able to breathe correctly. Now, well, I'll choose, solving the problem than, making sure that the problem is even worsened. So no thank you about that. So yeah, this is all gonna be looking fine. Don't worry too much about the texture, but you need to worry about it a little bit. You need to be a little bit like correcting the flow of it. But you don't have to do it so much because, as you could see already, the drawing already excels upon it itself. Like, I know, for instance, here, no, this one right here, this part right here needs to be erased because it is too much. It's too obvious. So the lighting on it is too obvious, so it doesn't suit well. But yeah, you can see already like, this is a different texture than this one, so this must be a different part. Which is correct. It is also different than this, so it is also different. And I'm gonna make this red, light red, so I'm gonna make it even lighter red. So I need to make sure that I have like red, lighter red, and then even lighter red, so that I have this bulge forming appearance. That is the idea. On top of it, because this is like this is the part which has like these throat appearances on the side, so it's like a blob of fat that is like on the side of the throat. Which creature does have that? Iguana? Yeah, probably an iguana has that. But yeah, it is important that we have that, and it is necessary to create the effect on it. Otherwise, we won't be able to get from point A to point B. Of course, this is a single part and not a different. It's not like the bottom throat part. It is actually one single part that is forming this appearance, which is important because if we didn't do that, then it would think like, oh well, that's just a throat again, and then it's like, no, it is not. It is actually the thing that overlaps the throat. So it is the thing that is actually standing in the way, the ribble. Of course, I need to then put some shading on this part more, because this is actually underneath that, but that is all gonna be later. First, we need to get the whole texture done. Then we need to focus on getting the color correct, and then we need to focus on forming the hand. And if this is all correct, then we can then finally work on these bad boys right here, the claw design. Of course, we already have some of the design done, but we need to make sure that we have the full design done before we can start with the rest of the drawing. Of course, so far it actually looks really well now, so you can already see like, well, this all feels integrated. And if you zoom in a little bit already, you can already see the texture on the parts that we have. So what is probably going to be next, once the whole design is done, we need to do highlighting and all that stuff, highlighting, making things more eccentric looking with color. Now it's only the basic colors, so we have the basic bitches, and the basic bitches are really, really, really basic. We're not gonna do anything else than basic bitches, because if we do more than 3 colors right now, we are not gonna be reaching the end. We are not gonna be reaching the end goal by a long shot. And once we're done with these colors, then once we're done with the whole damn design, then we are gonna use the more difficult colors to create more feeling to it. Yes. That's the word. Thank you. Mm. So yeah. Also, it is morning, so that's why I'm doing the morning drawing. If I did not do that, then well, it would not be a morning drawing. I'm probably not, the best person to wake up from an early morning, but I'm trying to get better at it. All right. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to get better in putting better positions on, like sleeping into the right position, making sure that I'm standing straight, making sure that my posture is not bow over like it used to be, because my posture is really bad. I am like uh, a really susceptible person to hang nature, being able to hang on something. Like, I want to hang on this wall, I want to hang on this, lay down on this carpet, I want to hang on the chair, just being this person who always, hangs on something. But, because it is a really comfortable move to do, it's like, ah man, this is cozy. That's why I always never have problems sleeping when it comes to those things. Like, if I have the right comfortable position, then, it's alright, but it's not a very good position. It's a very unhealthy position to be in. That's the main issue. Looks like I dropped my coloring book off the shelves. Oh well. Gonna need to pick that up sooner or later. I have a whole coloring book that describes all the colors that the eye can see, and I can implement that into the FX if I want to. It even has all the QR codes, which is quite funny, and it also tells you about like which color doesn't match with each other, and it's like, that's a good point. That's a very nice thing to have. Knowing which colors don't work well with each other. Of course, you can know the basic ones, but you need to also learn the more difficult ones. The more difficult it gets, the better it works. All right. So yeah, let's see, where do I need to stop here? I need to stop right over there, right? And I will do that. There you go. Put some nice stop into it. So yeah, most of this drawing is probably a lot of detail, but once we're getting back into the sketching part, it's gonna be again a different approach. This is all texturing, and texturing takes time. Also, it takes a lot of gig, and well, that is the main problem with the Malfa project as well. It's like, I did something. Yes, you did. Texturing takes a lot of space because not like the human mind, the PC is like, I need to calculate every single pixel, and your mind is like, yes, you sure do, to get the right result. And well, every single time I connect my pencil, it's making a code, and that code can be zeros or ones, and then the more circles I draw, the more zeros and ones that are gonna be on the screen. And then, eventually, the PC is like, hold on a sec, I needed to catch my breath here. This is too much to handle. And yeah. So yeah, that's also why I needed to have actually an upgrade on my PC. What is gonna be the upgrade for the PC? Well, it's gonna be the CPU instead of the GPU. The CPU is the computer processing unit. So not the graphic processing unit, but the computer processing unit. Because my processing unit of my computer is really old. Yeah, really old, like 2010 old. It's like, you have all this high tech, And then you have this little box that is very important for everything to go well, and it is like rusted. Yeah, that's not gonna be lasting long, isn't it? No. So yeah, I need to fix that. But to do that, Corona needs to be going away. Corona is only gonna be going. Corona is gonna be the whole damn sanctions are gonna be lifted only in August, most most likely. So then I can finally send my PC to the man who can fix my PC, because I always send it to a person who can do it. I'm not gonna do it myself. I am lazy. And yeah, he's gonna buy me a new CPU and then installs it for me, and I don't have any trouble. That's the general idea. All right, that's the general idea. But to do so, I need to make sure that, since I need to do that, I need to do it. So to do so, I need to make sure that um I need to make sure that well, be able to do so. So I need to send, the PC away to get things fixed. But yeah, that's probably gonna be expensive. It probably is gonna be. Definitely, actually, it is gonna be. What is it? 2,200? Probably 300, 400. Yeah, probably 400 euros to expand that. And well, what do I get for it? Well, I'm actually getting more than you think. The first thing is, because I need to have a better CPU, it means that, my graphic card is gonna be, more useful. I will be able to play more games. That is very important. The more important part is that I can then play video games that are new. The ones that I bought, then I realized that my CPU is terrible, so the things won't run correctly. So yeah, I need to fix that. I need to fix that problem. I need to also do that because I need to make sure that this big giant tablet is working well. So, my PC, my software that I'm using, Creta here, has sometimes problems with loading stuff and probably, graphic stuff. So it is not a graphic card that is under pressure. No, it is actually the CPU this time. Which means that, it cannot do more than one thing at a time. Well, normal PCs right now, they can do like 8 tasks at a time, and that is a problem. My RAM is already 16, so that's good. But yeah, I need to have a new processing unit to divide the RAM correctly, instead of using all the RAM for one thing and then, crash upon impact. That is, it's a very problematical thing, and, it needs to be fixed. But to do so, I need to make sure that I have all the stuff I need. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be making sure that I do so this year. But to do so, I need to wait, and I'm not a very patient man when it comes to these things. Oh hell no, I am not very patient at all. I'm gonna put this into a map. Into the map you go. Into the map you go. Why? Because I actually need to make sure that I have this into a map so I can then work around with it. Alright, so first things first, we need to grab the dark color, and now we need to grab the little less darker color. Into the dark you go. So this is actually underneath, on top of it. Oh, nice. That makes my life a little bit more easier. Holy hell. Nice. That looks actually well done. All right, cool. Hmm. Looks like I need to do some more drawing. Oh, nice. Yes, I need to do some drawings more. Nice. That is really nice. What the hell's going on here? Oh, that's a bug. Ah, okay, that's a bug. Alright, that's a lovely bug. That's a visual bug. Cool. Then let's go back to Big Boy Steve territory here. Fix this part up. We need to grab this back on. And now we can actually work around here. So as you can see, as you can see, there are some troubles. One of the troubles is that technically, once we implement this drawing here, some of the things here are gone. As you can see, parts right here are, not there anymore. That is because, drawing, I will show you what I mean. I will fix this by, putting this into the color line of white alpha version, so you can see what I mean. Alright. There you go. So now we can see the main issue. What is the main issue? Well, the main issue is that we have these drawings right here. This really helps actually. This actually really helps well. Yes. Never knew that this is actually a very nice way to do it. Alright, now I can go back to my pencil part. Alright. So the issue is that we have like here we have these parts that we are not textured because of the overlapping parts that are consumed here. So yeah, we're gonna be making sure that we have that correctly settled. It is quite nice to have these things right here. So yeah, we're gonna be adding some more texture to it because we need to fix it. It's funny how much problems sometimes color can cause, like missing of textures, missing of parts that we need to draw. The good news is though, we can do that quite easily. It is not a very big problem. If it would have been a big problem, it would have been so much more annoying. But it is good to have. So yeah. And then once we're done with white, we can then add some more better color to it. Also, we can make sure that with white we can see exactly where we need to draw. Alright, cool. Now to pick the color again, we need that. We need the big ass color that we need. We need the first color and then we need the second color, because if we don't do that, well, it is not gonna be looking well. So we're gonna go for alpha version again, and then we're gonna go for this way. And now we're gonna add some nice little color to it. So we have now the first color in hand, which is the color that we had before. I see why there are some troubles here. Oh well, I'll fix that later. As you can see, everything's running smoothly. So now we have the first color done. So as you can see, boom. That's a nice little line. Of course, it is a very terrible line because we need to make sure that we have the lines all set up. But we need to make sure that we have this. Yes. All right. Cool. Now that we have that done, we now actually need to build a second layer on top of it. And we're gonna go for the color that we need next, which is this one. And now we need to lower the size, if I believe so. Now we're gonna go for a third color. So we're gonna add a new color to it, and we're gonna make it sure that it is more bright. And that's too purple. That's not a color that I like. Boo! That's not a color I like. I don't like pink when it comes to these colors. Alright, so we need to make sure that we have then this. Ooh, that's more like it. We can even put the texturing off so we can see like, oh well. Look at that, boom. And now we can see like, ah well, this is the effect I want. We can now use the blend tool to make sure that we have the the transition between the colors is very important. Of course, not everything is going to be the same, but it's going to be looking quite nice. And also this will give the feeling of, you know, making it, how do you say, circly? No, round. Yes, the word round. There you go. It makes the feeling of, you know, this part of the drawing is round. What? No way. And then, you know, you get the point. Like that. Boom, baby. That's how you create texture right there. Now we need to make sure, yes, this part right here we need to fix. So we need to fix some parts here. There you go. Of course, you know, now there is no texture there, right? Ah, there is. Alright, good. There you go. Alright, let's save this bad boy because I think it is almost time. Yep, exactly 50 minutes. Alright, that's doable. Alright, so yeah, today we actually finished off the whole face. It is done. Of course, it is not done on, you know, all the beauty marks, but it will be done later. We now need to focus on the hand. So, on the hands, because, you know, everybody needs hands, right? You have like 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands, and this guy has, what? 3 fingers and 1 thumb? Yes. So, this guy is missing 1 finger. You can only count to 8 instead of 5. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed for today. And thanks all for watching. And I'll see you all next time. I'm gonna make some chocolate. So Until then, bye guys. It's good to be back.